Now that Brock's sick, do you think you're going to be fighting Shane Carwin for the interim title? And Dana, are you going to make that happen? Or are you going to, what's the status on Brock, you know?
Brock's sick, he's really sick, and we're not sure where he's at yet. He's going to the Mayo Clinic very soon to get checked out. And if he can't compete soon enough, then we do probably an interim title.
I got two questions for you, Dana. Are you going to acquire Fedor? And how would you like to fight Fedor?
We knew the Fedor question was going to come today. Obviously, I've been trying to acquire Fedor. It takes two to make a deal. You know, I want to make that deal. We offered him, you know, what I thought was a respectable deal to come into the UFC and, you know, prove if he is the best or one of the best. And they turned it down. I want to get that bald little fat guy over here real quick.
Bring the UFC back to
all the Fedor fans get pissed when they say that. The reason that this whole discussion came up about a super heavyweight division is because of Randy Couture. When all the other people saw Randy Couture against all these other guys, you know, they're like, oh, Grace's too big. No, Randy Couture belongs at 205. He saw an opportunity when our heavyweight division was weak to move up and win the title. He's a smart guy. But these guys are all, I mean, Brock Lesnar's 265, Shane Carwin's 265, Chet Congo is, you think Chet Congo's going to cut the 205? You know, he decided he wants to fight heavyweight. You couldn't make light heavyweight, could you?
I've never been under 200 pounds since I was in junior high, so.
The guys that are fighting in the UFC heavyweight division right now are real heavyweights. There will never be another division. We'll never split that division.
I was going to ask Dane is if Karo's not in some mental joint at the moment, is there any way you could bring him out? We could all judo toss him or kick him in the nuts or something?
Karo Parisian has a lot of problems, mentally, physically, emotionally, and he's got more problems than I could even talk about or care to talk about. He needs to get his personal life fixed and taken care of before he ever thinks about fighting again. The things that he's done, you know, the last 3 fights have been so unprofessional. It's just, it's ridiculous and it's unforgivable. And you know, I like Karo Parisian. You know, Karo Parisian has had his days when there were some great fights, and he hasn't been that Karo Parisian for a long time. So he needs to get his life together.
Second question. Last time Tito fought, came out, made a statement towards you with his t-shirt. I've got something I want to give you for a rebuttal, just in case he comes out.
Me and Tito are friends now, man. Don't start me shit here. Tito's boss. You should have gone and said Tito's friend, okay? Let's be friendlier around here.
For Dana, I just wanted to know the latest on Chuck and Matt Hughes. You know, they have future fights planned, you know, 2 of the biggest names, UFC history.
Matt Hughes is coming back real soon. He'll be fighting early next year. And then Chuck and I still haven't got together to talk. He's got one more dance to do on Dancing with the Stars.
He looks like he's in good shape.
Their big finale dance he's doing. And then after he does that, he and I are going to talk.
Thanks.
Question for Dana. Have you ever thought about moving the Bantamweight and Featherweight divisions into the UFC?
Yeah, we talked about it many times. And the media terrorizes me about it. We have a deal with Versus, and our deal, we just signed a new deal with them literally today. I literally just signed that deal today. And so if that would ever happen, it's going to be a while. Yeah, we talked about it.
Thank you.
Hey, Dana, answer what about Rashad in Rampage? We got to see that. Come on, that's so much hype there.
Here's my prediction on that. I think that, you know, Rashad is going to fight Silva, okay? Rashad's going to fight Silva. Rashad makes it out of that fight and wins. We'll see Rampage and Rashad right after that. Okay? Thanks, Gina. All right.
Do you think you'll ever be able to do a women's division? And if so, do you think you'll ever do a female season of Ultimate Fighter?
Here's the thing, people ask me that all the time. The problem is there's not enough good girls to fight in the division, okay? It's probably going to be a while before that happens. Same thing with boxing. Even when women's boxing was big, you had a lot of girls, you know, you probably had 3 or 4 girls that were really good and a lot of girls that weren't. So it's hard to create an entire division like that, you know, and I tell this story all the time, and I hate I sound like I'm sexist or something when I tell this story, but I went to a fight up in northern Nevada one time, okay? And there was a girl fight on this card. And this one girl's really pretty, beautiful girl, comes out. And another girl came out, and she looked exactly like Randy Couture. Okay? Exactly like Randy Couture. And she fought just like him too. And this other girl looked like she took 4 Taibo classes. And it was one of the worst beatings I've ever seen. I'm not into doing it. Unless the talent is equal, I don't even like doing it. I don't even like thinking about it. So that's my story on women's MMA.
Do you think if there was more talent, you'd do a female season of Ultimate Fighter, though, to kind of drum up?
Yeah, I think that would be interesting. It would definitely be interesting. I think Oxygen or one of those networks did something like that with some girl fighters, Muay Thai or something. But maybe we'll put guys and girls in the house. We'll have to do that on HBO.
Dana, I never did get your opinion on the Couture Brandon Vera fight. Did you think it was maybe Vera could have edged that out?
You know what? Now that's a good one too. Right after the fight, when I was actually sitting with Brandon Vera's wife during that fight, and you know, at the end of the fight, she was like, "How'd you score?" And I swear to God, it's the honest God truth. I said, I think they're going to give it to Randy. I think they're going to give it to Randy. I just don't think Brandon went after it. Lorenzo and Joe Silva both disagreed with me and thought that Vera would fight.
Well, I thought with the takedowns and the way that he did the kick in the side, Randy kind of retreated. I thought that might have won it.
Yeah. Well, Randy said too. Randy said when he kicked me to the body, my heart moved, man. He said.
Yeah.
It was one of the. He said it's one of the hardest he's ever been hit ever in his career. You know, it's one of these things I tell these guys all the time. Don't leave it in the hands of the judges, man. Go out there and do enough to win, you know, and win impressively. You know, the thing is with Vera's got really good takedown defense now. He did a great job of stuffing Randy all night. Let your hands and feet go, put it on him, and you know, at least try to steal the rounds at the end of the rounds. Do something, you know, do something so that there's no controversy. It's not that close.
Thank you, guys.
To sit down and score that fight again, I have not. I haven't done that.
The second one, are you going to be an unlockable character in the next UFC game?
No. What we did, I don't want to fight anybody. I already said that. Not even in the video game. Yeah, Tito will definitely be in the game. I ain't fight Tito. We're friends now. What's wrong with you people? One of the things we try to do is keep the video game as realistic as we can. Me fighting is very unrealistic. Guys, we got to roll. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming out today. We'll be back out here